A couple things we learned on Victory Friday, man. The Vikings beat the New England Patriots on Thanksgiving Day 33-26. But some things may have to change, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, smooth summer, who running? I hear them talking, but they ain't gon' do nothing. Celebration, I might have a toast with you. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling great, I'm terrific. We ain't taking no losses, we winning. Undefeated, check the percentage.
The Vikings, US Bank Stadium, Thanksgiving, Kirk Cousins, man. First of all, I'm giving a shout out to Kirk. All right, Kirk balled out. He had that one interception. He could have had two. He made a bad pass in the first quarter that could have got picked off as well, but the defender dropped it, so that don't count. But the one interception, sailing the ball, man, we've seen that a couple times this season where he's just sailing the ball. He needs to try to avoid those because it's one thing for it to happen in a game like last night, but it's another thing to where when we're in the playoffs and it happens, because those games, the margin for error is going to be a lot slimmer. Okay, that right there could cost you going to a Super Bowl, going to an NFC Championship game. So those are things he has to work on, and he's a student of the game. I call him that all the time. I think he will try his best to correct that. Part of it is KJ Osborne. KJ Osborne just refuses to get separation. Okay, I've been saying that too. He refuses. Would I move off of him? No. Keep it what it is for now. We're winning. We're 9-2. Let's be thankful about that. I'm sipping purple Kool-Aid. Y'all know I stay sipping the purple Kool-Aid, man. And not only am I sipping it, I'm sipping it out of the purple cup, man, the Vikings cup. You know what I'm saying? But here's a couple things on the back end. Some things that are going to be negative. And don't take this video like a negative video, because I am super duper happy that we are 9-2. We in the driver's seat again. We needed this bounce back game off a short week. We needed this. This showed a lot about the team. This showed a lot about Kevin O'Connell, what kind of leader we have in that locker room, and we have a natural one. We have a natural born leader. That boy is the truth, man. You hear me? He know how to rally the troops. That probably single-handedly was his best coach game by the adjustments he made on the offensive side of the ball, but the defensive side of the ball. One thing is for certain. Ed Donatell absolutely cannot be the defensive coordinator on this team next year. Now, this year right here, we have to ride it out. All right. It's the smartest thing to do is to ride it out and just hope that everything can come together when it matters the most. Because even though we got stops last night when we needed them, the game shouldn't have been that close. And the reason why the game was that close was because of Ed Donatell. That's the only reason. We're playing with Duke Shelley. Shout out to Duke Shelley. He came in. He played his position as good as he can play it. You feel me? Cameron Bynum burnt him on one play, didn't help him out, made him look worse than he really was. He played a decent game, big stop in the end zone. All right? This is the thing. Ed Donatell with the shell defense is going to be the death of us, bro. It's going to be the death of us. Now, it's one thing to run. It's one thing to run a scheme. All right, that's completely fair. We understand that a defensive scheme. You run the 4-3, you run the 3-4, whatever you run it and you run it. You try to run it to the best of your ability. But it's another thing when you see your team getting gashed over and over and over again, and you do not make adjustments. Okay. I know that it's a base shell defense, but there is things you can do to switch it up and still run your defensive scheme. Okay, show some blitzes. When we did that, we started getting stops. Now, my question to Ed Donatell and the rest of the coaching staff is, why not do that sooner in the game to take the lead and step on their necks? That's what I want to know. Why not do it sooner? I'm not a football coach. None of us are probably football coaches. I know nobody watching my channel is a NFL football coach. Y'all might be Pop Warner or something. Shout out to y'all. And y'all probably know the same thing. If you see your team getting beat over and over again, you will make adjustments. You will make adjustments, man. It's common sense. We need somebody who's innovative, somebody who's willing to make changes. Ed Donatell, he's an old school coach, much respect, has a lot of things great about him and his past with Denver and all that. Great things about him, but He reminds me of Mike Zimmer. He's not willing to change with the game. And that is going to cost us in the most crucial time. And I will go off on this motherfucker, dog. Like straight up, I will. If we lose because of him. But, look, we're 9-2. Thanksgiving game, we got to see Kirk eat turkey. And another thing we found out, now onto the positive stuff. One thing we found out for sure is Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL. And I said that. I was saying that weeks ago, and I'm still saying it now. Justin Jefferson is the best wide receiver in the NFL. Tyreek Hill, you can't lie to us, dog. Nobody can lie to us in this NFL. You know you're not better than him. You know you're not, dog. You just not better than Justin Jefferson. Only thing, it's crazy because Justin Jefferson is so good at it, though. But I just hate how he catches with his body a lot of times. I feel like, Randy Moss, man, that's my idol. That's what made me a Vikings fan. He would go up and grab the ball, high point. JJ wants the ball to fall into his body, which, I wish he would change that. But hey, look, it's working. Don't fix it if it ain't broke. I believe in that. I'm just here to see things and criticize them because I just can. You know what I'm saying? Because I can. But guess what? If he stays absolutely the same JJ, I'm okay with that too. I'm happy than a motherfucker, dog. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. But we're 9-2 now. We're in the driver's seat of the NFC North. The NFC North is one. All right, it's one. Okay, we checked that box. That box is checked already at this moment right now. Green Bay, the Lions, they're not catching us. All right, so we will most likely host an NFL playoff game. So what we need to figure out now is we have a couple teams left on this schedule that we need to mollywop. We need to set a statement. I think Green Bay is going to do us a favor this Sunday night. They play Philadelphia, and I think they're going to beat Philadelphia. We need Philadelphia to take a L, and I think this Sunday will be the L that they take. Aaron Rodgers hitting his stride, man, and giving him the L, man. Doing what he's supposed to do for the Vikings, man. Doing what he's supposed to do. You get paid to make the Vikings look good, man. Make it happen. Make it happen, A-Rod. We rooting for you. This is the one time that we're actually rooting for the Packers, man. I got to give a shout out to Pack Only Podcast, man. As hard as it is for me to shout out a Packers podcast, it's just hurting me deep in my fucking bones. But I got to do it because he commented and said we're frauds. I screenshotted. I said, hey, I'll be back to check on you Thursday evening. Don't run. After the game, I'm coming for you. Don't run. This is not going to age well. He came into the live stream last night and apologized. That's a real one. That's a real one, man. That's not Andy. Nah. He different than Andy, man. I respect that about him. You know what I mean? That was a good thing he did there. And so shout out to him, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe, man. Pack Only Pod, all right? But we play the Jets next. Are we worried about the Jets? Absolutely not. And we'll get into the Jets more. We got a 10-day break, so we got some things to do, man. I'll drop some fun videos here until we get there. We'll talk about some things. But shout out to the O-line. The O-line balled out, man. Blake Brandel, shout out to you. What we learned last night was that we have depth. We have depth on that line. It's crazy. I wish he could play right guard. I really do. I wish he can get in and play right guard. Why not? Can we try him? Can we try him at right guard? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Ed Ingram, every single game this season, besides the first, I don't know, maybe just the first game. Every game this season, this man has did something that cost the Minnesota Vikings a touchdown or points in general. I'm sick of it, dog. I'm sick of it. I know you're a rookie. You need time to get right. We giving you leeway, but we are 12 games in. We're 12 weeks into the season, man. This is not week 5, not week 4. This is week 12. Your time is ticking, dog. It's time to learn. All right. At some point, you have to understand and learn that you are costing the team. OK, it's one thing to do it in the middle of the field on the opposing side of the field where we're at the 25 and it's like, OK, we're driving. You get a holding call. Holding calls are going to happen. You're a rookie. You're going up against these elite guys. OK, I understand that. But when we're down in the 10-yard line about to punch the ball in and you do it, that's called being undisciplined. You're better off just letting the guy go and making Kirk make a play. I mean, I'm just keep it 100, dog. Stop with the nonsense, man. For sure. Stop with the nonsense. Okay. All right. And this is the last thing we're going to talk about before I get up out of here, man. I don't want to hold y'all too long. Greg Joseph absolutely cannot be this kicker. He absolutely cannot be our kicker going into the playoffs. We need somebody that can come in right now. We got enough time in the schedule where somebody can come in and get in a rhythm. Blankenship, somebody, man. Somebody, man. Bring in some competition at least. Make him feel like his job is on the line. Do something, bro, because this guy has one job. Okay, he's missing more than normal. It's not like he's missing and he's with the league average. No, he is missing more than normal. He's missing a bunch of extra points. Every game, he's missing an extra point. We can almost bank it that he will cost us a point or 4. I'm tired of it, dog. I'm sick of it. Because when it gets to the playoffs time, man, we got to make it happen. But guess what? We gonna get off of that, man. We happy, man. Skol Vikings, man. We 9-2. We in the driver's seat, like I said. Let's crank, man. We got the Jets coming up. We should smack them. I'm not worried about them, dog. We should smack them. Zach Wilson does not scare me at all. They have a young defense. Yeah, they've been balling, but we can expose them. Look what we did to the best defense in the NFL, arguably the best defense in the NFL, the Patriots. We put up 33 on them. So there's no reason why we can't. Shout out Kene too, man. Got to give Kene his props. Shout out Kene, man. Y'all make sure you hit that like button. Hit the share button, man. Make sure y'all commenting. Appreciate everybody, man, that's tapping in with us on the live shows. Everybody that's doing super chats, man. Y'all the truth, man. Y'all keep me going. Skol Vikes, man. Purple Gang. Holla at your boy. Appreciate everybody for tapping into the Purple Pocket Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on. Purple Gang.